What's up, Heather?
What's up, B?
Well, Heather, we are embarking on something tonight. This is our second show completely unscripted.
Completely.
And that is kind of a viewer feedback that we agreed that we would do some completely unscripted and unpracticed.
Just that natural banter.
That's right.
That you all love so much.
Thank you.
So what are we going to banter about this evening?
So we were fortunate to be able to do an episode on the alternative to Blanton's, sponsored by our Patreon, Steve, who people are hearing all about.
Yeah.
We've got to
He's a lovely human.
We've got to convince Steve to at least come stand here once. Be like,
once,
this
at
is
least
Steve.
once. Or a picture even.
Yeah.
This is Steve. He really does exist, y'all. We didn't make him up.
Yeah. And one of his offerings was, he said, you've got to try the Baker 7, a minimum 8 year, up against the Blantons. It's a good alternative. And you know what? He was right. And it had this, I don't know that he had watched other episodes, but he found
nailed
a taste,
the recommendation for B.
Yeah, because it is Jif. I mean, it is all natural Jif. It's all natural Jif. You don't have to stir it. It's great.
It's peanut forward.
And I really liked it. So the day after filming that episode, I went out and bought a bottle of Baker 7.
Yes.
So
immediately.
Maybe he's the plant for the Jim Beam Company. I don't know.
Either way, you're happy about it. And
So-
we have, full disclosure, we had the Baker's 13 months ago.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we liked it.
But it's a completely different taste profile.
And we preferred this one.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Baker 7 has become a favorite around Casa de Rooster. Enjoyed some of it Super Bowl night because it wasn't much of a football game.
In fact, at one point, B was walking around and making everyone smell it and saying, do you smell peanuts? Do you smell peanuts? And I think everyone was a little scared to not say they smell peanuts. And then one friend commented that it was a little strong. And I think B's remark was, well, I got some at the house. Take the paint off a Chevy.
57 Chevy to be specific.
So that's where we were because, like B said, the game kind of sucked.
Yeah, and I don't know what my obsession with the paint off a 57 Chevy is, but
you really want to take the paint
off
of
a
it,
57
though.
Chevy. All right, so what we're doing tonight is the Thunder from Down Under, my Aussie wife Katie, our excellent producer. She has poured us blind the Baker 7, our Baker 7, and then Steve's Baker 7.
Which are aged slightly differently.
Yes, one is exactly 7 years, and the other one is like 8.5 years.
Yeah, I think, and actually, everyone, they will tell you on their label.
8 years, 6 months.
This one is 8 years, 6 months, and this one is exactly 7 years.
And now we have to try to get them straight again.
I will.
Okay, we'll see.
I promise.
So we're going to taste them.
I like to make them just a little off kilter, just to tick him off a little bit.
Because that's what it takes for you to tick me off. All right.
It's the little things, B.
Oh, yeah. So these are labeled for us A and B. They were brought in here blind. We don't know if they match up with... We know that one is A and one is B, but the A doesn't match up. We don't know which one they are.
And the only difference is they're both single barrel, right? Or small batch. It's single barrel.
They're single barrel.
Yeah, they're both single barrel. So theoretically, there should be some difference in taste profile between the two.
And then one's aged another year and a half. And my palate is definitely advanced enough to know if it's aged another... No.
We're going to see. And then one has been opened longer.
Yeah.
A little bit. So Steve's has been opened a little longer than ours. But otherwise, they should be the same.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. Are you ready?
Let's do A.
All right. If I don't get peanut, are you going to come across the barrel at me?
No, but you're going to get peanut. I already smelled it. Let me tell you. You know what it smells like? It smells like peanut.
Smells like peanut.
Now, when it really smells like peanut is when you've had another bourbon and then you smell it and you're like, oh, wow.
Yeah, if you've had a bourbon that doesn't have a nuttiness to it.
Planters poured itself into the bottle.
Yeah. It soaked peanuts.
Wow, the more you breathe it in, it's just peanut.
It's got nuttiness in the flavor profile, too. Especially on the finish.
Sweet up front in a caramel way. Mm-hmm. It's got a good... Oh, I love that.
The finish is great. It's got a little bit of a heat punch towards the middle back.
Yeah, it's 100 and...
Yeah, it should.
Yeah, it's...
That is not a criticism.
No. What's its proof?
107.
Yeah, 107. So it's going to have...
Yeah, it's got a little punch.
Yeah.
And it should.
53.5% alcohol.
Thank you.
100%.
They appreciate that so much.
They do. They're here for the math.
Everyone's here for math. No one's here for math.
The color is gorgeous. It's a great bourbon.
B loves Baker's 7, if you haven't figured it out.
But the question is, are we going to be able to determine which is which?
Okay. Hold on. We gotta do some palate cleansing. So this one, I think B, excuse me, not this one. Y'all don't know what this one means. B is a little bit mellower to me.
So by definition, that should be the 8.5 year.
That's gonna be my guess. Yeah. Still get peanut, but it's a little more subtle.
Is it subtle because we just smelled that one, so now the smell's in our nose, or is it subtle because it's subtle compared to that one? Did I say that right?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, and it's a good question. I'm not sure if what the answer is. Smooth on the palate. I do taste a little bit of a difference. But if you like any sort of hint of peanut flavor or smell, you're going to really enjoy that.
So what's your guess? Women's palates are more defined, and I would say that her palate picks up things that I don't pick up. And the peanut, and being I normally pick up peanut, what I'm getting right now is Planters. But I'll agree with you that B has a little...
It's a little smoother, a little more
subtle.
smoother. They're both delicious. If I had to guess, I would guess that A is our bottle, the 7-year, and B is Steve's bottle, the 8.5 year. But I could be wrong. What about you?
And on the nose, there might be a subtle difference. I don't know if that's suggestive, but there might be.
I planted that in your brain.
I'm not meaning it's like Ender's Game. I mean, there's not such of a notable difference that I'm going to, when I learn that one is A and one is B, that when I go to the ABC store, I'm going to be flipping the bottles around.
Look, I want this specific age.
Now, funny enough, when I did go buy the 7-year, they had one left, and it was 7-year. And I did turn it around to look to see, because we had an 8.5, and I liked it.
By the way, also, thanks for putting it on there.
Oh, yeah, we've had, yeah.
But anyway.
So I'm going to go with Heather here, and I'm going to say, because I really don't know. I have no idea.
Well, I'm taking a stab, too.
And I really, quite frankly, I'm going to drink it. I really don't care.
They're both, yeah.
It's one of my flavor profiles. I mean, this and Wild Turkey is. So, Thunder from Down Under, the koala of my heart.
Pour A is Steve's bottle.
Messed it up.
No, we didn't. We just don't know the difference.
I did.
No, you didn't. We don't know that. I mean,
no.
There is not that big of a difference.
There's not. There's not. They're both delicious.
Baker's 7 kicks
so
butt.
Happy right now.
Baker's 7 kicks butt.
Do you want to toast to that?
Be a dude. Drink Baker's 7. Listen to Pearl Jam.
Support your lady.
Well, I'm all for that. Yeah.
On that note.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers, y'all.